А? Ну-ка, в чем?
Alexei. Now there are many commands I can give Alexei, and he will obey them all.
Grant is distraught here. We haven't seen him like this since the shooting that he was framed for. And the only reason he felt any emotion was probably because he was worried about what his mum might think. Even in his introductory scene, we see that Grant is someone who cares deeply for his mum. And the network using that connection to get something from him is just traumatizing. Also, if you're wondering, Alexei is the same agent who gave the papers to Dugdale's wife to throw him in the shit. Only this time, he's gonna kill Grant's mum if he doesn't reply. The assistant hands him a lifeline. Crayola pen, and if he can remember the codes, they both go free. Obviously, we know this isn't the case. We know how these people work. They leech anything out of you with the promise of your normal life back, only to snuff you out entirely. That's why they've done such a good job at staying hidden. They remove humanity entirely from the equation. The main gang are looking into the complete manuscript and see Mr. Rabbit had an alias called Leeton, which finally gives them a human-sounding name to work with.
Jessica, who's Leeton?
I have no idea. Wilson, do you think you can hack into central records at GCHQ?
No. I mean, yeah, obviously I can. I need a computer.
That's not to leave this room.
Could say please.
Please, Becky, don't take the manuscript out of this room or I will rip your fucking head off.
Well, what about Grant? We can't just leave him. What about Grant?
I love the interactions with this show. It just feels so organic. It's a dysfunctional family. I almost forget that they're all on the run. We see Dugdale with Anya, who's set up now on her private healthcare, and in subtle ways you can tell the marriage is a complete mess, but there's still a little bit of hope there. You really feel for Jen because she's done nothing wrong, but feels like she has to keep the marriage going. She does love him, and what he did will probably take years to heal. So again, she's just another casualty for Dugdale going against the system. Later on, he's called into Jeff's office, and it finally falls into place why he was kept alive in the first place.
Must be independently tested in situ 24 hours before its release. That testing must be verified by the department, and of course, to guarantee transparency, it can't be a minister, it has to be a civil servant. In fact, it has to be the private secretary with responsibility for procurement.
The only reason Dugdale was kept alive all this time, the reason he was monitored and targeted is because if something happened to him, the vaccine couldn't be signed off. That's the reason why they leaked the photos of Anya instead of straight up killing him. He's only been kept alive because he's an integral asset to the network. It's horrible to think that the only reason he felt that he was gaining any kind of leeway is because they couldn't hurt him or they'd be hurting themselves. Him going to the Shetland Isles to get proof, they probably knew from the beginning, but the only reason they didn't act on it is because they wanted him to feel like he was in control. Meanwhile, Becky has somewhat of a redemption arc, going out to meet Donaldson,